All right, so before the podcast, I do want to talk about the Bleach anime that will be dropping October 10th at midnight. So JST, so it's going to be like October 9th for US, I suppose. I don't know if it's going to be simulcast on Disney Plus, but if it's not, I think that's going to be pretty bad because I feel like it's just going to be pirated. But yeah, so shout out to James Hansen as always for posting the news over here. We got the key visual. It looks so good. And yeah, so 1000 Year Blood War Bleach anime. Make sure to get your clocks ready, get your calendars set, and yeah. So yeah, let's get into the podcast, huh? Alright, what's going on, guys? Pablo's back again, and we are here for pretty much a podcast breakdown of the 7th anniversary. Pretty much just like overall thoughts on whether it was good, whether it was bad. We have a lot of, I feel like, divisiveness. So let's just start with Mr. One Piece himself.
Hello, lads. It is thou.
It is thou, Aaroniero. We got Deathsmasher in the building with his cooler profile pic.
Yes, because Kura, Furiza no brother. I've been playing Dokkan, so that's why. What up, lads?
What cooler is your 5'5" Yamamoto?
Back. It's obviously purple. Like
we also got Lano in the building.
Hey yo, it's your boy Lano Lane, aka Free to Play J, and you know what we getting into today, man. It's a nice podcast. What's up, y'all?
And then we got Tuki Bankai in the building.
Happy to be here with you guys. Let's go. Let's blast scale up.
And I guess y'all are on my channel, so I don't, if I need to introduce myself, I've done a bad job here. So yeah, so let's just get started. Do y'all want to start with round 1 of the anniversary?
Yeah, sure. We
may as well start where it all began. Round 1, obviously.
All right, so round 1 was the accessory tickets, pretty much what we got over here. I'll show it up on the screen, that way it's easier to see. Get a 5-star guaranteed accessory in the, I believe, was it the first multi that we got the guaranteed, and then everything else was like, best of luck to you?
Basically, had 2 gachas, one of them guaranteed a 5-star accessory, and then you literally had 7 free
that's right.
accessory multis.
With dated rate for 5%.
Yeah, that was actually really good. I feel like a lot of people walked out with stuff that, like, even if it was a dupe, at least you got something, which is kind of cool.
I got my first Untitled Chapter, so it was an absolute dub for me.
Yeah.
I was able to get a Tech Kamari. I was really... Oh, sorry, go on, Lano.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, for me personally, the one thing I will say that I really liked about those free multis was they gave you the guaranteed in the very first multi. So you got what you got, and then instead of it being something like you get shafted for all the other multis and then you do the last one and you get a dupe like Pupples or something, it was like, okay, I got the Pupples first, and then it could be anything for the rest of these multis. So you actually look forward to it. Personally, like in my summons, because I pulled like 8 5-stars from them, which I thought was really cool.
Oh damn.
Yeah, these accessory multis were definitely one of the best ways to start an anniversary, because for one, it literally helps out a lot of the newer players to start off and get powerful accessories, and secondly, for players that have been playing for so long, big example being Aaroniero still lacking that Tech Golden Chappie, it definitely came in clutch.
Yeah, that's so
good for me with Tech Kamari. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're new to the game, like, this is the best time to like make a new account too.
To be honest, anniversary is always like the best time to start a new account. There's just so much like orbs around.
But I feel like the value is just crazy. Let me see. This was June 23rd to July 22nd. Like, so like starting a month before actual anniversary, like you are already like securing accessories, which is really cool.
I think that the accessory update is amazing because I was 5 years trying to get the T-sets since the accessories drops and never get it, and with this accessory round 1 and the upgrade of the raids, I get all T-sets and all accessories, and was party time. I was lucky. And I had some friends that was not lucky and not get a single 5-star accessory on any 7 multi, just the guaranteed one.
Really?
And I felt bad for they, but I was very lucky. I get a lot of accessories, and this means that some new players can be so much worth to start the game to just get the rare accessories.
Yep.
Let me tell you about this speed key set that I got on the last day of the free accessories. So literally my 5th anniversary Byakuya is perfect now. So good. So good.
Alright, so I guess we could definitely say that round 1 was definitely a dub.
Oh
It was
yeah.
a
Just
dub, it was a
overall.
dub.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah, they made it well with the accessories, was so good.
Alright,
And that was
so
only the countdown too, so that was like the good thing.
literally, yeah. Round 2. So 7th anniversary, round 2, Brave Soul's birthday, Bathers campaign. Okay, that sounds so bad. That was the free swimsuit summons as well as when that banner started to come out, and that started from June 30th until July 31st. I actually didn't know that it lasted that long.
It was basically the free multi in which you would get a guaranteed swimsuit character, and I think it had all the swimsuit characters minus the new ones that came out this year.
Yeah, it definitely had Retsu. I was like, please give me that. That's all
It
I
was a
got.
nice touch. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe I got my
it's not
4th
mentioned here.
copy. I believe I got my 4th copy of Swimsuit Nemo on that.
Oh, hold on. Let me let Aaron talk.
So I was just saying, it's not mentioned here, right? But Brawl Quest was part of this round too.
Which one was that?
was great.
Brawl Quest,
Yeah,
too.
Brawl Quest, yeah.
Oh, Brawl Quest. Yeah, that was really good for new players too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this helped on the new players, the brushes, mainly the brushes.
Not to mention the Hogyoku's lads, because it's still like one of those quality of life events that you do want to farm if you want to get started with farming and getting to transcending characters. Like literally, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I still have like 10,000 Hogyokus from the original like Transcendence Zone or whatever that they came out with.
Oh,
The other
jeez,
thing
that's
too- the
long
other
when
thing was
forgotten.
Yeah, no, I oh, was that Lane or you cut out?
I was saying another thing too that was really nice, especially for newer players, was having all the EXP crystals for Brawl Quest. Because like leveling up units for them is like really hard. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not like they have all the units that like drop crystals for you and things like that. Because you just start, so just being able to go in there and just like get like a nice drop on a bonus room and then max out like 1 or 2 characters from the crystals you get is really nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
started
did
the
it
new
also
account, and
drop-
That stuff sucks.
Remind me, did it also drop droplets or potions or that of that kind of sort?
I believe it
Oh,
dropped.
I believe it dropped Power Hearts as well.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Yeah,
Great
I felt like it
for
was just good for
helping out
everything.
players.
It was
The
crazy.
droplets for 3 time was good too.
Yeah.
So round 2, I felt like that one was kind of an interesting one because like I felt like the range of characters was a bit too big. Because like it was like what, maybe like 3 usable units, and then the rest of them were pretty dog water. I might be wrong. I don't think
You
I
mean
am,
the new
though.
one?
Hey, basically, you know.
I think it was just like
one, yeah.
Retsu and Rukia, and then the other ones were like kind of like way too old.
Unfortunately, swimsuit, for when it comes to value, they just, I don't know, they just tend to make units that just get replaced really easily. Because remember 5th anniversary, how they gave us swimsuit Nemu to then literally be replaced by 5th anniversary Ichigo weeks later? And then, funny enough, a year later, they kind of did the same thing with swimsuit Rukia, because 3 weeks later, Aizen came, literally. Just
Yeah.
decided to chat on
Yeah.
Rukia.
Well, I'm glad that
Yeah,
they like future-proofed Retsu. I think that they did such a good job at like future-proofing her that she's like still relevant to this day.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget.
Are nice.
And let's not forget about these new ones, because they did do Momo right as a Nat Flurry character, and also Isane. Jesus, like she's not
Oh,
a
yeah,
super
that-
pop
yeah,
character,
this
but,
banner
like,
was-
for ERs. She's future-proofed in my
Yeah,
opinion.
this swimsuit banner was actually crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, that for me personally, which I think is weird, that like the worst unit out of the entire swimsuit banner was like Nelliel, and the only thing that was really saving her was the fact that she was a super pot unit. Because like personally, I think that like Isane is a better character, and Momo is just cracked. So it's like,
Yeah, but
I
like,
Yeah, but
personally would've
Nelly
made-
is the sexiest. No good.
I personally would have made Nelio the blank slot potion and droplet character, and made her heart, and then made Isane mind, because Isane is just so good. Like literally, I pulled her from like that one ticket pack that you buy, and I never thought I would actually see myself using her a lot. No cap.
I just wish
it's amazing.
I just wish they future-proofed the Nell a bit more because I feel like her kit doesn't really.
It really isn't.
No increased status elements, no increased chance against mobs, like no 80% SP.
Doesn't she only have drain, which is kind of just like
She only has drain, so like, and there's already a lot of ITs in the game where if the enemies have drain resistance, well, you can say goodbye to having a better chance at being able to kill the mobs, which is bad.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's true. Wait, during the time when they released her, the enemies were immune to drain. It was just like with Machine Nemu, like when
And
she was
Ulquiorra.
Ulquiorra,
When Machine Society, but well, no, what? Cacao Society. Oh my god, I get those confused. Machine
Yeah,
Society,
Cacao Society Ulka, and also as a Shiro, they've been doing ITs in which enemies were immune to drain. Like, as
Yeah,
a
they were
Unit
just-
drain. That's so
Drain.
dumb to me.
So the thing that I just don't get in general is why they even have like an immunity to begin. That's stupid. That's really dumb, and I don't know why it's even still a thing in IT. It's so pointless because like if you only have a character that's good, like with that status element, you get railed so badly.
I feel
It
like what
really
they
doesn't help with newer players for sure.
instead of the immunity, what they should do is have like increased status element for a specific status, and I feel like that could open the door to a lot of characters. Like poison, like if you do poison, you can have people run in like unironically like the no well yeah oh that'd be perfect, yeah, like Ginzuru, the Safui Soifon, like yeah you open the door to a lot of characters, which would be really cool. So something like that would be dope.
To be honest, yeah.
Alright, so anyone?
Hold on. I feel weird about the second part because they made it again a bad treat. Because on past we got a Momo potion unit and I was seeing and listening Momo Bichi for all the plays in the games, and now they did it again with the swimsuit Momo. I mean, it's weird. We should at least some fans wished the Rangiku swimsuit for a long time. Revamped Rangiku swimsuit, and they made it a Momo. Just
I was surprised we didn't get Rangaku remake.
Bro, let me tell you how this man Spike was like in Discord, just sad as hell when he saw it was Momo. Like, oh my god, he was so depressed for like 3 days. He was like, "We were supposed to get a Rangiku, but instead they gave us a Momo."
I can see that. Yeah, he was vouching for a freaking like swimsuit Rangaku like the entire month.
Literally, he was like, "Bro, if it's not Rangiku, I'm gonna quit."
Yeah, I could have swore he said that, and I'm pretty sure he didn't quit. Oh, damn, he quit. That's crazy. Alright, so you guys want to move on to round 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I think round 2 was alright. There was nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think
Except
it
Momo
was
Bichi?
cute.
Yes.
Okay, so round 3, the free Getsuka summons is here. Birthday orders are also available. Starting July 15th, which is Ichigo Day, I think. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, it's his birthday.
It is okay. So yeah. Oh, Brian literally says Ichigo's birthday. Oh, oof. Yeah, like I always skip the important details when it comes to these freaking like free summons. I'm not gonna lie, it's so bad. So free Getsuka Tenjo summons, and this is the one where they left out Art Book Ichigo because they gave him his Brave Fest banner. Did they leave out? Oh, they left out Spirit Society Ichigo too, huh?
No, I think SPS Ichigo was actually in the free Getsuka banner.
Yeah, I think it was everyone just put the art book.
Oh, okay. That was kind of
Which
sad
made
that
no
Art Book
sense
wasn't in there.
because literally they could have included him, honestly.
I feel like K-Lab like will exclude things just to try to make more money, and I feel like it's so dirty because it's just like I feel like it's a nice big like FU to the player base, which is
But it's always the same, Spike.
yeah, I know. I mean, we saw that with the Choose a 6-star. We saw that with them cutting out like 6 months worth of characters from the Choose a 6-star this year compared to last year.
Well, good
Why they even chose to
Hold on, lads,
cut off the
lads.
characters
Just checked BBS Sim art book was in it, but for some reason
It
he wasn't in
was?
the banner. Yeah, he was in it.
Okay, he was in it. Okay, cool. That's good. All right.
It's also worth mentioning.
Oh wait,
same
he
with
was on the free Getsuka banner?
Yeah, he was in it. Same with the swimsuit character. Like, what was nice is that it was a multi, so you know there's the possibility to get like a 2-in-1 free.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember it was a multi too.
You know, comparing it to years ago when, you know, when they used to do the Ichigo stuff, it was like 10 singles, and that was it, 3% rate.
Oh
So it's,
yeah, that was back in like second and third anniversary. They would do free
Yeah.
singles
Yeah,
instead of
that
multis.
was so horrible. Yeah. Hmm.
Alright, so if Art Book Ichigo is actually in it, then that's actually really cracked. That's actually good. Was this a multi or was this a one character thing?
Yeah, it was
It was a multi. It was a multi.
It was a
Oh, that's
multi. It was a multi. Yeah. It was,
Same with the usual stuff. We got more birthday medals that day. I think that's usual though, but yeah. we
It's
got
a
more
normal
birthday
thing.
medals.
We always got more birthday medals whenever it was Ichigo's birthday. I think
Yeah.
they gave us like 5.
wait,
or
didn't they?
something.
Didn't they do like 4? Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 medals in like a space
Yeah,
of 3
5.
days, and then you got to do the challenge orders for them.
Yeah, I'm always pretty satisfied. I feel like a lot of people knock this year because like there was a lot of disappointing stuff, but I feel like with all the free stuff that they've done, I don't know. I still think this is probably the best anniversary celebration.
Because
I would agree.
I think
I would
that
agree.
this lucky stuff depends on luck. I mean, sometimes can be really useless for old players. Then I guess that this free stuff it's more focused for the new ones, because I see a lot of people on the channel as always getting good shit because are new and always getting orbs. But for
Well,
me, tons of times it's useless.
Well, yeah, but you also wail out, bro.
Yeah.
Even though half the stuff that I'm gonna get from this is gonna be dupes. Like I literally only pulled one new 5-star accessory, and then I pulled only dupes like for the accessories. I still like consider it a W because they didn't have to do that. They literally
Yeah,
could have
that's
just
true.
been like a normal anniversary. Like I feel like this anniversary they gave us a lot more free stuff in comparison to like the older time. And even though it is better for new players, realistically, it'll always be better for new players. When a new banner comes out, a new player will always be able to catch up faster than an older player will be able to supersede the newer
Maintain.
players.
Yeah.
yeah,
That,
like
that is
already,
fair.
like a lot of people tend to forget that this game, for when players start, you have a lot of orb sources, so it really is free to play friendly and easy to get started. So like with the amount of stuff that they were dropping, it definitely was a good time. Just that one, it's literally once you run out of sources where you basically need to be careful where you spend your orbs on.
Yeah.
To be fair too, I think one of the things when you're talking about getting stuff for free, like you have to really put it into perspective, because it's like getting a free 5-star, like in the case of Aaron, right, where he pulled a tech gold chappy. You have to understand, like having a gold chappy on a NAD character is the difference is quite literally.
You're cutting out horribly.
Like it'll be the thing that'll
You're cutting
push
out.
you from going. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me reconnect.
Lano was becoming robotic and turning into a metal cooler.
Here we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hello? Alright, yeah. So I was saying one of the things is you have to put it into perspective, because you have to remember, like, you look at Aaron, right, and you use Aaron as an example, where it's Aaron pulled a tech gold chappy, which he didn't have before. And like the difference between having a gold chappy and not having one in a NAD unit is literally night and day. It's what'll either get you to clear a hard guild quest or to just continue to fail, right? So like them not really having to give you anything free, and then you being able to leave with literally anything that could make your account better, I just think that was just really good.
Yeah, and if you're
Forget
new,
you're also
it's
gonna
just...
need golden chappies for PvP. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Spite.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, and I feel like since they used the higher rate instead of like Brave Soul ticket rate, you ended up just like coming up ahead. And even if you did get unlucky, like chances are your guildmate, at least someone in your guildmate got lucky. So at the very least, like it helped you and your team out.
Mm-hmm. Again, that thing of just perspective, of just like looking at just the bigger picture of what you're really gaining. Like
Yep.
I feel like personally, if you're gaining far more than you're losing, or if you're gaining and you're not stagnating, there's not really much room to complain. Like, bro, it's just free shit. Like, what?
Yeah, and I like that around the Bankai live stream, which I'll talk about. I mean, I guess we could talk about the 1,000 Year Blood War stuff in a bit, but they literally announced that they were going to be changing up the way that gift boxes are set up and how we're going to be able to get our point event bonus stuff literally just input into our inventory, which is something that we've been wanting for a long time. And when they announced that, the first thing I did was post in their feedback, and I'm like, please make sure that soul tickets and characters don't go into your box. Like don't go into your inventory, because then like it can get really flooded and it's really annoying to deal with, because sometimes you're busy and you can't really like sort your inventory at a time, but you can easily click retry, prepare quest, start. And they actually acknowledged that on their Bankai livestream within a week, which was actually insane. And some people might think that that didn't do anything, but that was literally in the feedback channel, and it was one of the most upvoted votes. To be fair, I pinged everyone in my Discord to upvote it, but like I feel like that's definitely something that they didn't have to do, and they went out of their way to make sure that they made it a point in the 1,000 Year Blood War livestream. Like if you rewatch that, you can literally like see the guy. He literally explains. He's like, "Oh, by the way, we're also going to make sure that characters and soul tickets will still go to your gift box." I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Communication is actually like one of the big rights that I've had with K-Lab. Or like
Although I do feel like that sometimes K-Lab doesn't always communicate back to its actual people, because remember the amount of times a lot of us complained about how we're not getting this in common chats and how stupidly limited it is, and also the problems with special move sources and everything else. Thing is, they do communicate, but like most of the time they don't.
But that's by design, though. Like we can be mad about them not giving us chat and stuff like that, but like realistically, it's not the developers, the actual developers, like the people making the game and making the chads, making the characters, they're controlled. Like it's not like they have free reign to be like, oh, by the way, frenzy +3, bombardment +8. Like they can't just randomly do that.
They're not
I'm not asking for really broken stuff. I'm just saying, but like, considering it's a free-to-play character that you can literally farm off.
No, but you're talking about communication, and I'm saying like they're limited.
Very.
Like the amount of stuff that I hear about their Discord, like to ban someone, like they have to actually like go to the moderation team. The moderation team goes to a supervisor, and then the supervisor goes to another supervisor, like that.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like K-Lab works usually very, very slowly, which I don't personally like. I think that they should hire more staff to like deal with like their customer support stuff.
I still remember when, with the whole fiasco of when you request an account deletion, you can't cancel that. Like what?
Yeah, they need to fix that. They need to fix that so badly. It's actually disgusting.
I've been hearing stories about people who have been accidentally doing it, and the fact that you can accidentally do it to begin with is actually terrifying, considering that like it's one of those things you cannot take back once it's initiated. That's really dangerous. You don't want that kind of environment for your players. Well, like let's say like I'm sitting there, right, and like my elbow hits my phone and I accidentally click it somehow. You never know, because life is right.
Okay, I would agree with you there, but like you have to purposefully do that. Like if you click the delete request or whatever, you have to go through like 5 other options and say, yes, I agree to delete. Yes, I understand that this is permanent. Yes, I understand this. Yes. You have to like click several things before it'll actually go through. But if you have a little kid that just wants to play the game and they want to start a new account, and instead of like deleting the app and then re-downloading it from the Play Store, it's easier to see, oh, delete user data, and then you start over fresh. And
the funny thing, I was about to get there, because let's just say someone is in a family and wants to, I don't know, literally let their kids or even like a young person play BBS, and instead of using the actual main account that their guardian is using, you just want to use a different account, use a new one. Instead, you can actually accidentally go out of your way to delete the account. It's like, oh my goodness.
Or you can delete the account for somebody that you log into. Like imagine literally someone untrustworthy. Like literally when I log into someone's account, for example, like whenever I summon for them, I have the power to delete their account. I'm not going to, obviously, but I'm saying like that power without a 2-factor authentication code, like no 2FA, in my opinion, is really bad. like there needs to be better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
another thing that was so bad that was they take so much time to fix it. I remember one friend for mistake. They was as a monkey and just press it, well, for that mistake. And they sent an email and tried to get fix the situation and all. And Caleb just say no, you press it, bye bye. And then some weeks later, I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was 1 month later. Was before the Yama Iwatch and Aizen main banner left, I guess, because he was in time to summon. I mean, they answered it and they fixed the situation for the people that already deleted the account before and that they told no solution. Now, later, I mean, they solve it. And this is a good movement for Caleb. They take it time, but they solve it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm very glad that they resolved the issue. But like one thing that does annoy me about Kayla, definitely, is that sometimes it just really feels like what they're doing is very short-sighted. Cause like to be honest, right? Like if I'm being 100% honest, the whole account deletion thing and just the fiasco behind it, it could have just been easily solved if you just really thought about it and just been like, what are the odds that someone is gonna manage to mess this up and accidentally delete their account? Which like you would think to yourself like, no, that's not likely. Why would that happen? Why would anyone delete their account? Bro, it's crazy. Things just happen. You never know. You just never know. And for them to just not have a backup to where it's like, oh, maybe they accidentally deleted it. It's just like, nah, the button's pressed. Screw yourself. Like, what? Even if they fixed it later on, that should never have been a thing in the first place.
Yeah,
I commend them for fixing it, but they should not be making that mistake.
I've seen some people get their account deleted just randomly. Like they didn't click it and they just randomly, it's like, what the hell is this? And it doesn't dawn on me the fact that like you can't log people out forcefully out of your account. Like if someone logs into your account and they don't delete that like emulator, or they don't like purposefully log out on their device or delete the app from their device, they have access to your account. So like, say you're dating someone and for some reason they're mad at you for playing the game, they can delete your account. Or you break up and it was a bad breakup. Oh, I know this person spends hours and hours on this game. I'm just gonna delete their account. And not being able to email and get it fixed and stuff like that in a
terrifying.
Yeah, it's just really bad. It's just really, really bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go back to anniversary? I feel like we kind of sidetracked to like kind of right? Alright, so let's see here. 4th round of anniversary, and that's going to be the free Brave Soul summons tickets. And this one was, I thought this one was pretty good because like they had a pretty big selection of characters, but yeah, let me see here. It was a total of 7 times 5, so 35 characters, unless I did my math incredibly wrong. So 35 characters, and Art Book Ichigo and 6th Anniversary Aizen were actually on this banner. So that was good.
Wait, that was when 7th Anniversary came out? Like the banners?
Yes, this is when 7th Anniversary actually came out too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We have a good amount of stuff to talk about here.
Oh, I remember this so good, man. What a blast for me. I have my awards 4 out of 5, and on the last day on the guaranteed I get the awards 5 out of 5.
Oh,
Was party time. Love you, 7th anniversary.
So personally, like, I think the banner itself for anniversary is fine. I don't really have much of a gripe with it. Like, when I compare it to most banners that we've gotten for anniversary, I feel like...
Oh no, this isn't an anniversary banner. I'm talking about the free multis.
Oh, the free multis?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
I thought about the free multis.
I got railed on them. I got railed on those tickets, those multis after the first day. I pulled Fierce Battle Byakuya, and then after that, I just pulled Machine Society Retsu. So.
Literally, I thought y'all were literally talking about 7th Anniversary banner. So like, wait, we got tickets? Wasn't it a free multi?
Here, I'll post the pool of characters for the free multis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just don't remember. Oh, this
was 10. Yeah. It was 10 free multis. Last one guarantees a 5-star, and since it actually had a lot of characters from the what is it called? The choose a 6-star as well. Like you were able to do those before you do the choose a 6-star as well.
Oh yeah, even still, there's still a lot of value here in this banner. Like genuinely, there's a lot of really good links. There's a lot of good GQ characters. There's even a lot of farming characters.
Yep.
And just overall, just if you're talking about getting stuff for free, the opportunity to get any one of these characters, realistically, if you got any of these characters, you really didn't get shafted. You actually got something pretty decent. Yeah. The only way it could have been bad is if you already had the max.
The point is that was, as always, just the last one guaranteed. I mean, I was getting nothing a lot of days, just getting shit or not getting 5 stars, seeing friends getting the good stuff, and till the last day on the Ichigo Awards was not worth. I mean, it's as the other times, it's just like if you are lucky can be a blast, if no, can be just
Yeah,
0
exactly.
and 1 duped.
In my case, believe it or not, oh wait, hold on. Didn't these free multis also have 5th anniversary characters? Because like, why am I seeing it being so? Yeah.
Yes, there was an additional pool alongside it. So what you're seeing
this is
right there
additional
was the
pool?
picture pool.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
what
don't
they had.
see additional
what they
pool
had-
here.
I'm pretty sure.
Not
there
for
was
this
an
one.
Additional pool.
Well, was it the second free multis or was it the first one? Because I know one of the multis they have like pretty much all the characters in it.
I'm sorry, I'm so confused. This is not the free multis that we got during the 7th anniversary banners when they were out, or were they different, literally different
I
free
don't know.
multis?
I
I'm
have it pulled up
confused.
on BBS Simulator, and there's no alternative pool. I'm looking at it right now.
That is so weird because I don't remember getting another batch of free multis. Like,
What?
I
Oh
don't-
no,
I
we
don't-
got a lot of free multis, bro. This is not. We just ended another round of free multis too, with like round 7 or
Yeah.
6 or whatever.
excuse my French. I just wasn't remembering that we got so many free multis. I thought this was the one.
It's just because like they had so much stuff going, like which is something I will commend them for. Like I do want to just focus on this for a second. It's just like I'm so used to Anniversary having like one little co-op thing that we do, and then like go farm point event. Here's a special move source and like 2 banners. This year they went all out with it. Like not only did they give us a bunch of free stuff, every time they made a mistake, they made up for it, which is just like
Yeah, and
Yeah, in our case, this year,
we came for their throat. We
in
came
our
for their
case,
throat
this
this
year. We
year.
literally got another choose a 6-star, which is crazy.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was compensation. That was not like they actively like doo-dooed up the first choose a 6-star. I'm not.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
You know
That
what
choose a
it was?
6-star was doo-doo this
didn't-
year. The first
They
one.
didn't want to give people access to Eisen outside of the Anniversary banner. So after the banner went away is when they did the compensation for it. Because I do find it very suspicious that literally the time when we get access to the next to the 6-star is when Yamamoto's banner is out, and then the first banner is already long gone.
After Yamamoto's
yeah,
banner
yeah.
left was when we got to choose a 6-star.
Oh yeah, I
like,
do want to add just a personal thing. I have to thank these free multis because, good lord, let me tell you how I was cursed with having my 5th anniversary Byakuya stuck at 4-5 for like since October of 2021. These free multis finally came through, and I finally got my freaking 5th copy. Like, good lord.
Nice.
Sometimes
Hey, you got
these
that
free
level
multis
3
do
bro?
have.
Oh, that's a long
What?
time. Wait, hold on.
You got that level 3 SP, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, we
Yes,
need
sir.
pity for that reroll system, bro. Like,
On God, bro.
I'm so
Here
tired
we
of
go,
this.
the best part.
Oh my God! Hey, look, I'm just saying there is no reason, and I mean this from the deepest depths of my soul. There is not a single goddamn reason in this universe why I should have spent almost 4 million trans points on Mama Rukia. No fucking way at all.
Oh,
I was
I'm
so upset.
thinking I'm getting there because I don't know how long I've been rerolling on Tag Team Shuhei ever since I got him 5-5 after he was resurrected.
Oh god.
For some freaking reason, I still can't get 500 attack on him yet. For some odd reason, another character that I happened to 5-5 in terms of getting the extra stat boost slot I want, I literally take more than 3/4 of the time, a lot less than what I had to go through with Shuhei. Like, honestly, it's just dumb. I don't know
fed-
why.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
No, go ahead. I thought you were done. My bad.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
we
why,
are
but like,
doing-
why is it that when you use Transcendence points, you always get like 1-star or 2-star actual rolls? It should just be 3 stars, and when you have the actual 5-star copy of the character, you literally choose the roll for
Guaranteed.
yourself.
It should be
yeah.
a selector if it's an actual dupe. That's just so dumb.
Yeah, I think it's so dirty. Like, personally, right?
Thing about it, I mean, it's really painful. I was thinking some stuff as use the super editing brushes or use the friend points or some stuff for that because
You wanna know the
Really?
crazy shit? Editing
Really
brushes
need-
already
Yo,
have a better
Death, let
reroll system.
Tuki finish, bro.
My bad.
I mean, it's done. Just they need to change. The players feel the pain on the Transcendent Rocks. It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I was gonna say earlier, I've actually used like 4 to 5 Mind Tensa, the one that's about to be resurrected, trying to get SP3, and I can't get it. I've been stuck at Attack 3 for the last like year and a half.
So like,
Yeah, that's bad.
one thing, the thing that irks me about it too is just like, the way I see it, right, bro. The rates in this game are all as hell. Trying to get a character 5/5 is already a chore. If I've gotten the character 5 of 5, I 100% believe I should just get the right to just choose whatever.
You're cutting out horribly, but I think you got the point across. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, like
I've believed that I should get the.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, just without a selector, just choose it whenever.
I'm about to edit in some big penis in there. It's like, I believe I should get some big P. Okay.
I believe it's the one piece of
Alright, so I guess we could talk about the 1,000 Year Blood, the actual anniversary banner. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen right now.
Oh, the anniversary banners? Just
Yeah,
one
with
thing
Ichigo
that
and
I'm just gonna
Udiu.
state. I just wish that they do change the banner format, but the banner itself is still good. The fillers that they chose.
I
for
thought it
the
was
banner
dog water.
really good.
I hated it all.
yeah.
not
so-
bad. Was destruction was always the kind
What's
of step up.
destruction?
I mean, what is this joke? You make super OP characters and you make a banner to kill us as a hero. I mean,
Here, I'll put the
But Thousand Year
banner
Blood
here.
War had way worse fillers.
Well, yeah, but 1,000 Year Blood War was 1,000 Year Blood War filler.
the
Like
point is
that
to
was
step
expected. My issue with this was that they removed the first like 3 months of January from the Choose a 6-star, and then they didn't put them in here like they did last year. Like we didn't get
yeah.
Cacao Society, Ulquiorra, and Grim. Instead, they reran the banner like what is it? 2 weeks later, 2-3 weeks later, something like that.
Yeah.
Normally they would have been in the banner, but instead we ended up getting the Raruka Ginjo characters, which she's good, but like I feel like I don't want premium pool characters to like completely fill up the space. For the 7th anniversary banner, we got a total of let me see here, 6, 10, 12 characters, and
22
1,
characters are
2,
seasonals.
3, 4. Thank you. And yeah, wait, no, 3.
Oh wait, no,
'cause-
3. My bad.
Yeah, so like, and 3 characters were seasonals, and one of them was literally reprinted more than like baseball cards are. Like, that's Chad. Chad literally got reprinted to hell. Like he's in every banner. So irritating.
Ginjo was actually, believe it or not.
But but Ginjo's not a seasonal. I'm talking about like the seasonal.
my-
I'm talking about like the seasonal that we got with Chad. He just gets thrown everywhere. Like if this was Spirit Society Ichigo, I would have been so much happier. Even though I know Aaron, it was his first time getting Chad. Surprisingly.
I was liking both in it, so any of them would have been done.
Never pulled
Hey, it was my first time
Believe it or
getting them
not.
both, dude. I got Ichigo on the Choose a 6-star, and then I got Chat on the banner after like destroying myself. So personally, like my big gripe, and I was saying this earlier, but like I'll say it again, just for the podcast itself. Like my big gripe about Anniversary in and of itself was that like I was so happy that they had so many new things. They were taking care of a lot of things, responding to us, just being attentive during the celebration in order to make sure the celebration went as smooth as possible, right? But like it just irks me that the problems that were there last year were there this year again. Like Deathsmasher said earlier, just like we were talking about, just the banner format itself. Like
And
when
remind
I
me,
think
Lano.
of Anniversary, when I think of Anniversary, personally, for me, Anniversary is supposed to be a celebration of the players. Of
Yeah.
course, you're
Yeah,
gonna want to
yeah.
make money. Of course, you're gonna want to make money on Anniversary, but you need to remember at thanking
You're
players
cutting
for
out.
supporting you for
You're
an entire
roboting.
year when they could have been playing.
You're
something else.
roboting.
Huh? Hold on.
yeah, I'm agree on the celebration.
But yeah, I
Can you hear me now?
completely 100% agree on this. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
It's just like I think like it's supposed to be celebrating the players, but instead it's just like, oh, we're gonna make a 7-step banner We know the characters are so broken, you're gonna have to summon on it. We don't care if you like the banner or not, even though like it's universally just accepted at this point because we are a very vocal community. We do not like that banner format, and we would genuinely from the bottom of our hearts just wish they would completely erase them from the game. Just completely.
Yeah, the 7
like,
steps
they
is too
refuse to
annoying.
stop. It's such a horrible point. Like, bro, I'm gonna wail regardless, but if I'm gonna wail, at least make sure that my wailing is enjoyable and I'm getting 5 stars.
Yeah,
If I go
and also,
5 steps and I don't do anything, I'm heated. Like, what?
yeah, I was gonna ask, remind me, lads, last year, did we not have like half premiums, half seasonal? Because I remember that compared to 7th anniversary where it was only 3 seasonals, I think we had a bit more last year.
6th
yeah,
anniversary,
we had-
I can pull it
I
up.
think there was definitely more seasons last
We
year.
had Christmas, Momo, we had, we had the whole Christmas
Wait,
banner.
no,
right?
Christmas Momo wasn't in there.
Christmas Momo was in the banner last year. During 6th Annie, I
Yeah,
banner?
I believe she was.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I-
yeah, hold
I'm
up.
gonna pull up the banner. just
I
to
have
see.
the banner pulled up. No, Christmas
I
Momo is
know
not in
because
it.
I
No, Christmas Ruruka was in there. Hold on, I'm gonna post it in. I'll post it in
Yeah,
the
okay,
chat.
because I never remembered Momo being in there. I was like, what?
No, it was Momo and Ruruka. Both of them were on the banner.
Dude, I'm literally looking at it.
Oh, they're not. She's not on there.
Desert Society. Okay, so the potion characters that were in there were Desert Society Rukia, so Heart, Mind Kisuke, which I was fine with Mind Kisuke because I feel like he's something everyone should have. And those are the only potion characters.
Really?
Orient
I could've
Society
sworn-
Orihime, who's Dog Water. Christmas Ruruka. So, and then we got Spirit Society White Ichigo, the Heart Zangetsu, Mind Yo, Chad, 5th Anniversary Ichigo, Byakuya, and then Speed Uryu. So, and then no affiliation, Yoruichi Soichi. It's their
Oh,
secret.
never mind. I 5 Momo
Yeah,
on.
we had
One,
3 anniversary
two,
characters and 4 seasonals,
four,
and
yeah,
then the
4
rest were
seasonals.
standard premium pool characters. But Kisuke's like the one character that you want to have because, bro, everyone is still using him in epic rates. He's still
Well,
future proof to this day.
Well, this banner had a lot of really good, useful characters. 6th Anniversary Aizen, 5th Anniversary Ichigo Byakuya, Desert Society Rukia is a potion unit, Kisuke is just a god, and then you had Spirit Society White Ichigo, who's just really good and like whatever you
I
need
guess
him
I got
for.
5 on that banner. That
Yeah.
Ichigo.
Then Getsu was also really good, despite not having a high
Yeah.
berserker.
Him and
Oh,
Heart
yeah.
were pretty new to that time.
He's like a little mini Mugetsu. I can't wait for another Mugetsu.
I'm saying,
If you
bro.
get
Let me tell you something. My wallet is waiting for me to get to you. I'll do it again. I don't care.
Oh god. But Envy, I'm gonna remove you from the group, bro. This dude has. I'll kill him from the group. Oh man.
But yeah, the thing that really needs to change for anniversary is just please change the step up
Change the
format. I
format,
don't care. Just
yeah.
make it like
For the love
30
of
steps.
God.
Dude, if it
Literally
was.
guarantee 5 stars every 5 steps. Like, come on.
They should really just take the Grand Cross approach. Just be like 25 steps. I know it's a lot, but just do 25 steps. Guarantee whoever the hell you want. Make it a selector, and just let people like.
Enjoy what they summon.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's the whole
My-
point.
my-
Excuse my French if I'm swearing in this actual podcast, but
No,
like,
you can swear. I don't
why do we still get shafted so much? There are people that spend like thousands of orbs that sometimes don't even get the anniversary characters. That's the issue here.
Yeah, I
Let
did
me tell you how
11,000 no Byakuya 5th anniversary. That's the why I don't spend as much as I used to.
7,000 orbs this year, and I didn't pull a single Ichigo on the banner. And just to like add insult to injury, I pulled him on a BBS ticket like a week after. I've never been more angry in my life because I wanted to pull him when I was spending my money.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I still remember when I was getting 8 on Mugetsu and bro, I still remember on 4th Annie. Keep in mind, same banner format. I spent 5k, did not get any of the anniversary characters, only to then get them until like months later. I want to say a good half a year later. It was that bad.
Alright, do you guys want to...
to?
Oh, hold up. Okay. Finish up, Lano. I kind of want to change to a different topic real quick.
Especially considering the anniversary characters don't come back until post-selection, where they come back on the same type of banner. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, and then after that, the main thing that they always do is that they re-release them in Brave Selection banners, and then they do Brave Fest banners, in which they get people to spend their orbs and guarantee
mean,
the characters basically.
I'm fine with that because then it's like an individual banner, and by then it's like it's already been like 7 months. So if they're still broken, then cool, and if they're not, then just don't spend orbs. I feel like people have a self-control issue. I mean, but then again, it's a gacha game, so it's like it's kind of hardwired to try to make you impulsive.
If any characters, not so much value anymore, but like Aizen and Orc Book are still stupidly good.
Well, when the individuals came out originally, they were still broken as hell. Like 5th anniversary Byakuya was still the best speed character during that time. 5th anniversary Ichigo was still probably like roughly the best, like arguably top 2 best power characters. Like he was competing with Bruno was out at the time. Yeah, no, I was trying to think if Bruno was out at the time and he wasn't. So like he was competing with what, Lile Baro, Ryukin.
Yeah, just Lilibaro, Shinji, the classic soldiers that they spam.
No, I think Lile Baro competed just fine because that was before IT was like really big, I think.
Yeah.
He just wasn't as strong in GQ because you gotta remember.
Oh,
was
yeah.
strong
But that's GQ, and it's a whole different GQ too.
That's fair. That's fair.
But for like regular content and stuff like that, Lilo Baro did the job. Like he had the 3000 link beam, 960 full screen. Like he was fine.
On that is very good.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to go off on a slight tangent and talk about how before the 7th anniversary Ichigo and Uryu were available, they changed the premium summons so that it looked like it had 7th anniversary Ichigo, and some people might have actually gotten scammed.
Yes.
And they've never acknowledged it. They just swept it under the rug.
Wait. Was it that Twitter thing?
No. Okay, so you know the premium pool, the premium
Yes.
banner. That's 250 orbs for the doo-doo 3% rate with the full bring Ichigo on it.
Oh yeah, because then they changed it to
7th anniversary Ichigo. Yep, and they weren't out yet. And I looked at it, and I literally, before the banner actually came out, I'm like, I wonder if they're actually in here. And in the premium pool, in the list, he wasn't in it either.
Yet they slapped the image?
It was so funny. Yet they already had swapped the image like 10 minutes before the banners dropped.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. I was streaming it, and I'm like, yo, people are unironically going to summon on this. And I literally told my chat, and I'm like, don't summon on this, because even though they should compensate, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to sweep it under the rug, and they did. Like, they got away with it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one another thing that I do want to address too, is like, I don't like K-Lab how sometimes they just have really predatory habits. Like they just prey on their players in like really horrible ways, and they take advantage of the players' naivety.
Yeah.
Like the one thing like you need to remember too is like, bro, a lot of kids play this game.
Hold up, before you continue, let me just like segue just slightly. Some people are relatively new to the game, or they're naive and they spend money without really paying attention to what they're buying. And for example, Caleb will send, like, they were selling $80 packs for golden accessory tickets and golden, like, you know, a 5-star ticket. And people actually believe that golden accessory ticket guaranteed a natural 5-star accessory. And my friend spent $80 thinking, oh cool, I get a 5-star accessory. And he pulled a regular Chappie, and he was livid, and understandably so, because it was marketed as a gold accessory ticket. And people spent hundreds of dollars on that, and that's messed up. Okay, so you can continue from there. There are kids playing the game.
Like, I don't like the very predatory habits that they have, because they prey on the naivety of their players, which, like, I don't believe. Like, I don't care if you're trying to make money. That's just straight up scummy. You don't take advantage of your players. You give them an option, and if they take the option, that's fine. That's on them. But you don't try to trick them into spending money, which is something I see K-Lab will try to do a lot, where like they'll try to trick you in certain situations to buy money knowing that they're going to scam you. And then like after they scam you, they just kind of just pretend like, oh, it was just nothing. It was just like, oh, well, you made the purchase. Yeah, but that's because you advertised it as something it was not, which is completely different from me just being stupid. And I'm very, very not, I'm not for that. I think that's like really scummy behavior that I really want them to stop doing.
Yeah, I agree. Because I feel like if they genuinely just like give people the opportunity to purchase something that's, you know, high value, like if they did $80 for a move source once a month or something like that,
That'd be so gas.
I don't know if I would buy it. I probably would, but at the same time, it's just like, all right, if people want to spend money, let them spend money. But when you're doing it in a way that it's just like, oh, this is a golden accessory ticket, and then fine print, very small, these are the rates, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool, it's a 3% chance of getting a actual like gold Chappie or a gold Yuki or a gold Pumples. It's
for $80
dirty.
when you can farm
Yeah, for
it
$80
for free.
bucks.
Like what?
Yeah, it's just really bad. I think they eventually changed it so that it's like $24, but that's still too much for a 5-star Chappie.
No, bro. What do you mean? Pull your 4th Tech Ginto in a row.
Nah, you know what else you can pull? You can literally pull a 5-star buck.
Yep.
Oh wait, what? No, I'm talking about the dispenser ticket.
Yeah. Because it just gives you a
you
chance.
can't have a
That's
book.
what it says.
It's just no. It has to be a dispenser. So it's like Chappie, Yuki, Pupples, but it's not always gonna be a gold one.
Oh wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just Chappie, Yuki, Pupples, and
Yeah. You can look it up right now in the shop. Literally just go into the shop and you'll see like the dispenser ticket. It's like $24.
Hey, believe it or not, I didn't know that because I never really looked into it. Just that
Yeah,
I know about
I'm
the whole scamming thing.
I'm a degenerate. I understand this.
I bought it once and then never bought it again just because like I didn't even get a single 5-star. I wanted. I don't remember. Oh, I got a Pupples, a Tech Pupples.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it. Alright, so let's move on to round 5, and this is when 1,000 Year Blood War got announced, like right before 1,000 Year Blood War got announced. So free 1,000 Year Blood War summons and 7th Anniversary Tower. That was the free guaranteed 1,000 Year Blood War character, and then they actually had Daddy Ichigo and Captain Rukia, which was the last 1,000 Year Blood War banner before obviously this new one came out. And that I thought was really good.
Oh, one thing I do want to say, like besides the 1,000 Year Blood War banner, I do think that was really good. But something that I really saw that like I really liked that they did that I really hope they do in the future is how they had the ticket in the 7th Anniversary Tower that gave you the option of picking any one of the free characters that you wanted, whether it was whether it was the Tatsuki, the Zangetsu, the Aizen, or the Chad. Like just having the option to just pick it right then and there instead of having to go to the different towers, because like they've already gotten rid of like the bonus battles on the towers, so it's not like you get bonus battles. You only get like newer 5 stars from the 5-star tickets.
Yeah, it's less orbs.
If it was a selector, where it's just like, oh, I could do any of the towers just as long as I have the units for it, and then I can still pick from any of the characters from any of the towers, no matter which tower.
This before, sorry.
No, I'm done. You're good. I just think that would be dope as hell.
Yeah. Look, let me just say this right now. I do apologize if I do be cutting out. Just it's just an involuntary thing. But that being said, they did do this last year where when you beat the 6th Anniversary Tower, literally last year you were able to choose whichever free-to-play character you could get, including the Tatsuki. So like, I don't know if 5th Anniversary did this. I don't think it did, but it was still a really good welcome change. Heck, funny enough, we were even able to get Chads from this tower.
Oh, so
I just hope it's something outside of just Anniversary, and it just becomes standard. Because that would be so much better than having to chase every new character for every new Senkaimon. Because like you can't always get them because the rates don't just let you get anything you want all the time.
Funnily enough, from the ticket, it literally didn't say Chad. It said everyone else except for Chad, so I thought that the Chad was a mistake.
Same, because they never really mentioned that Chad would be in the ticket, and lo and behold, it was.
I saw that chat and I instantly clicked power chat so I can get my sub one in Hollow Week.
You know what's hilarious?
I literally got
my Oh, good.
I literally got my heart chat. Freaking good link for my eyes and.
Yeah. What's funny is like there's so many people in my chat saying compensation, and I'm like, why would they compensate you for giving you like more than they wanted to? like what are you on drugs? Well,
that
people like
dumb.
Like some people were legit saying compensation. We should get another ticket without the Chad in it. And I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, y'all can't be happy with nothing, bro.
No,
Just
that,
be
like,
fucking
that's
happy
some
that you guys
weird-
got the chat. Come on.
But the thing is, how could you even possibly make it like an argument out of it? Yeah, no, give me less as compensation for giving me more, bro.
Yeah,
You didn't do it right.
It's so fucking funny.
That's like saying, hey, let's go back to the old banner format where we didn't have step up, straight up 250 orbs, way better. Yay!
Oh, speaking of banner, how are y'all feeling about the remakes? Because I know a lot of people were really happy about it, and then there were a few that were really upset that we got remakes before we got like more like Stern Ritters and stuff.
I mean,
So,
we need the
go ahead.
Yuha Baja. We need it, because the Yuha Baja is a joke. I mean,
Yep.
it's no sense the almighty power character on Bleach control a lot of things. It's a joke. Now, it's not a joke anymore. Have Flurry +2. Let's go, enjoy.
I mean, he did
Oh,
dominate
yeah.
Brave Battles for like the better half of a year.
Here's how
Yeah,
I
that's
feel.
true.
For starters, Yuha, finally, he's not the almighty Shaft, because, like, goddamn, the Mind One, he was just a PvP gimmick, and as soon as he got dethroned from PvP, literally, Mans was pretty dog water outside of every single content but PvP.
You call
And-
him a PvP gimmick, but what's funny is he was not designed at all for Brave Battles. He just
Exactly.
ended up that way, which is so
Exactly. That's why I
stupid.
called him a gimmick. They literally just make him like that.
So I have.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not done. So the fact that they actually remade Yuha, I mean, sure, they made him into a PvP character again, but the fact that they gave him Flurry +2, and the fact that he plays exactly like Spirit Society White Ichigo and also has Guard Break with Drain and Paralysis, I think that is a really good remake. It's
And
not
Booster,
that
baby,
great.
Booster.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Booster
yeah.
with
I
a
love
walking.
Booster.
Yeah,
Too.
exactly. I agree. It's great. I love it. And the fact that he's got a lot of survivability, it's good. Aizen, same thing. The Mind One was so bad, he was dead upon release to the point that he got
He
replaced
was.
by Koga. And Yama, like, do we really need another Yama? But I can appreciate it, though. I can actually definitely appreciate it.
I love the irony of Aizen's quote where it's like, I'm gonna crush you with my spiritual pressure, but you build him to have no spiritual pressure. I love it.
So my stance is a little different when it comes to just like the remakes. So
Mhm.
personally, I like the remakes themselves. I like that the characters, the design. I think they actually did them very good justice because they paid attention to detail and they made them all very powerful in their respective regards. My gripe with them making a remake, one, like you mentioned before, they haven't even finished the other characters. And then two, the other thing is they haven't even resurrected the original ones. In fact, they've actually started skipping banners and they've skipped over like fucking like what, like 9-12 banners now? And the 1,000-year
Yeah.
lower characters still
It's a
haven't got
lot.
resurrected, but they're still releasing them on banners in a meta where they're not good. And then they're also like coming out with new ones. To me, like, yeah, the characters are good, but I think the actual actions of themselves, it's so corny, bro. Such a money grab. It's just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna support the other ones, but yeah, summer for these new ones, bro. Yeah, see they're shining.
Bro, Bonchad and Ichigo still have not gotten their resurrections, and I'm actually
Like, they-
disgusted by
Bro,
that.
they avoided all the Chronicle Quest games.
Yeah.
There's no way, bro. They avoided them all.
Oh god, I just
come on.
looked at the next premium pool banner after this Tensa, White Ichigo, and Ishin, and it's Mugetsu.
As if they skip
No, but they're not
If
Chronicle
he-
Quest characters, so they might do it for like maybe in a couple months.
So the thing
That's
is,
what they are doing
if
with resurrection.
As long as they don't violate like they did with Ulquiorra, I'll be alright.
all I'm saying,
I'm not
I'm not asking for much, bro. I'm not asking for much. Give him Havoc, 40 Berserker, and give him that 80% spiritual pressure boost with some guard break, bro. That's all, bro. It's not deep, bro.
80% spiritual pressure, please.
no
I'd be with
fucking
it.
hopes.
I'd be with it.
Drop
have
some
no
Getsu, just put
fucking
him on a
hope.
banner. Look,
I have no fucking hopes because K-Lab likes to say, oh, they have 7 skills. We're not giving them innate abilities or
Look,
anything.
look,
Like,
hey,
they
if you're
feel
not-
so lazy to change them.
If you're not gonna give him the 80%, at least give him the 40 Berserker, the Havoc, and Guard Break. Just those 3 things, and he will be completely fine. He won't be broken. He won't be super meta. He'll be
great to
because-
use. Yes.
Yeah, he'll just be usable, which I'm so tired of.
I'm
Like
fine
these
with
resurrections
usable.
not even being usable. It's so corny.
Yeah, I literally
This-
like max transcended my white Zangetsu on the spot as soon as he got resurrected. I'm like, okay, usable, I'm with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what?
This
Like I'm
Flyzen
not
was
asking for broken. I'm
usable
just
recently.
asking for usable. Flyzen is a
Yeah,
disappointment
he's not.
because it didn't
He's not
have
that. He's not strong enough for me.
Mm-hmm. No status
Yeah.
elements, just a base 36 berserker. Just
If white Zangetsu didn't have that vortex, I would not have max transcended him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
at least they gave him flurry, but oof, no guard break.
Well, I'm fine with the flurry.
You know, it just kind of upsets me too, because like I'm thinking about it. Remember how they gave Christmas Ruruka Havoc, and they gave second anniversary Ichigo Havoc, and they gave Kokuto Havoc.
yeah.
It really gave me hope because I'm like, okay, all right. Even now, these characters aren't like great. They're okay, but it's just like at least they made them better genuinely and didn't just say, oh yeah, by the way, at the best, here's like 36 Berserker, bro.
Did
Aren't
second
you happy?
anniversary get Havoc too? Second anniversary Ichigo?
Yeah, he got
did.
Havoc.
Okay.
He did.
And
He got Havoc, Kokuto got Havoc, and then Ruruka got Havoc, and then they never did it again. They're just
we
like, yeah,
get
no,
an F in the
that-
chat for Okiora, bro. He got violated.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
so
he
sad.
got
Don't remind me.
violated.
I'm
I
so
was
fucking
praying-
depressed.
You're the
Yeah,
first one that
Havoc,
came to mind when I saw his resurrection. I'm like, damn, get fucked.
Yeah, I got fucked. I got
I was like,
fucked
yo,
so
like, yeah,
hard
he's gonna be
that
so
I
mad.
had to make a fucking video reacting to the resurrection. Good lord.
Bro, I didn't resurrect Okiora for like almost a week after he got his resurrection just because I was so like salty because I was really looking forward to it. I was like, I'm max transcending him. He's purple. He's gonna get Havoc, and I'm gonna use him on the side in GQ, and I'm getting like sub 10s. Yeah, that never happened. He is beyond doo doo water. He's just,
He needed Havoc, honestly. I'm glad they gave him recharge, but fuck, he has no full screen third. That's annoying.
so annoying. Imagine having a 900 radius in 2022. Crazy, couldn't be me.
I didn't like the individual banners for the new 1,000 Year Blood War banner either. I think it was so
Oh,
bad.
they
horrible.
really should have brought back some of the older 1,000-year blower characters, in my opinion, to at
Yeah,
least give some sort of value in it, just so
Yeah,
that way
that's
people can get them for collectors, or even sometimes even use the characters.
To be
Honestly.
honest, I'm very annoyed with main banners being like really nice, and then like every time you go on an individual, it's just like a horrid experience of just like, please, I'm begging you, don't make me pull this other unit.
Mhm.
Like I hate that feeling so much. It's such a garbage feeling.
All right, so moving on to the next round of anniversary, and that was anniversary after party. The campaign free Brave Soul summons mix is here. Inheritance summons, the Blood Warfare is also available. Step 1 of the 10x summons is free. Oh, that's when the actual.
I think here we
Inheritance
got
summons? Which one was that
the
one?
second batch of free accessory multis, and then we had the free multis as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, this was definitely the bugged free multis, which is nice. But the Inheritance summons, the Blood Warfare. Which one was that one?
That's the one where they gave you one guaranteed 5-star, I believe.
Oh yeah, that Ichigo and Mommy Rukia rerun, step 1, free
That was a multi?
basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
then
never
the
mind. Yeah,
rest
you're
will
right. You're
basically
right.
got
The
the
Daddy
final
Ichigo
ones.
and Rukia rerun. Oh, that was nice of them to do the free multi for the step 1, but it was like the low rate anyway. I think it was the low rate, right?
Oh, believe it or not, 4.5 into 1.5, 6%.
Yeah, 6%. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that though. That was actually really good.
Don't forget, they also followed up with the new Lilibaro banner that's coming back. So what it looks like they're doing, from what I'm seeing, is like the 1,000-year blow war reruns. The first multi is just free, and it's just 6%. So like I think that's a really good step. I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, do the free multi, but I would not recommend anyone summon on these banners because I feel like they're just gonna be on the they're gonna be on the new banners. Like,
Mm-hmm.
They will
they can't
be.
use the
They
same
will be.
filler every single new banner. That'd be crazy.
Yep. You gotta keep in mind, Bleach comes back in October. We're bound to be getting new banners. So like
October
just
10th,
expect
by the
that.
way. That's when
Yep.
the anime starts airing.
I love
Mhm.
the bugged step 10. I thought it was hilarious that they're like, By the way, if you got a second step 10, you're not gonna get the 11th step where everyone else is gonna get the 11th step. And then the next day, it's like, okay, if you did the 10th step 3 times, you're not gonna get step 11 or step 12.
Bro, let me tell you how I got literally 3 extra multis after the guarantee, and I was just like, hey, look, I'll take it, bro. I can't complain about some free shit, dog.
Yeah, I was not complaining either. It was so funny.
Steps, not 3.
I did step 10.
Yeah,
I did step 11 and I did
one
step
early.
12. But like, I did step 10 3 times. So if you did it 3 times, you didn't get step 11 or 12.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
good.
basically.
That got me my
3 times
Ruruka
is not
5-5.
bad.
I was chilling. I was like, I'm like, dude, finally. I've been wanting her 5-5 for so long, the potion one.
Oh, yeah. Mine's
and
I don't know how that's possible.
I've managed to get Tech Ruruka from the free multis, but like from the 3-step 10s. Our book Ichigo, which I do be pissing a lot of people off out here because I know many people want him. I don't know how, but Yukio, and then I pulled the swimsuit Rukia, so like that was like the only other new character I was missing.
Oh,
So
nice.
it do be like that.
I like that Ruruka. It's just, she just got overshadowed
Oh.
so quickly.
Bro, imagine not having Art Book 5-5 in 2022. Could not be me. Just pull the unit from out.
I mean, mine's not 5-5.
Rip.
At least
I
my
don't need to
second
have
one.
to dip.
You mean your
Oh,
second
yeah,
one
he's
is not
been, he
5-5?
got really quiet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my second one's not 5-5 yet.
yeah,
Dude.
you're not slick.
Dude, that 7th anniversary banner like was so funny because I walked out. I literally 5-5'd my Aizen like 2 weeks before, and then the week of 7th anniversary, I 5-5 another Aizen. I like 8 out of 5 the Rose, and then I pulled like 2 Uryu and like 2 Ichigo, and I literally had to just like move source the hell out of that Ichigo.
I wish I still had mine move sources left over, but I burned all of them. Feels bad.
And,
Yo, now that I
yeah,
think about it, we're
I'd
at
rather
round
use them.
6. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
No,
We
you're
also
good.
did get the extra choose a 6-star. What did y'all get from that one?
Yeah, it's trash. I just went for links. Nothing was new for me except for like Baragon, and I didn't even want him. I literally didn't pick him.
I don't remember what I got. I just know when it showed up on the screen, I was angry and I did a rage summon in Yamamoto and got shafted.
Oof.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so easy to get shafted on these
Yeah.
banners.
Yeah,
Yes.
I am glad that we got the second choose a 6-star, though I do think that it was like well deserved because I felt like that's something that they kind of owed to the player base.
Mm-hmm. But they scammed us. There's no going around it. They scammed us.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want us to get him
by
when the
needed-
banner.
Art book and Aizen.
They
They
needed
didn't want us
to
to get
compensate.
them when the banner wasn't here. They wanted us to spend orbs in order to get them instead of having a chance to get them for free. And then after we might have already gotten them or already maxed them, then they gave us a chance to get them, which I think is really, really messed up.
I feel like
Funny
people
enough.
would have been summoning
Alright.
for them anyways, to be honest.
Oh, of course. It's Art Book Ichigo and 6th Anniversary Aizen. They're 2 of
Yeah,
the
it's
most
just-
broken characters in the game. Like, there's no
Yeah, it's
question
just
about
that they should have initially left 6th Anniversary Aizen and Art Book Ichigo as a second chance for the people that haven't managed to pull them, because it do be like that when you summon and you don't get the characters.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I do agree.
Like, I personally, like, one thing I don't like is how stingy they are with giving you so much as one copy of the character. Like, I strongly do not believe in 1-5 characters. I don't believe in that shit.
Same.
The meta changes every 2 weeks. Your units, just in general, the top 10 units get cycled every 4 to 5 months. So, like, they don't stay that relevant for so long. It's not like when 1000-Year Blood War Toshiro first showed up. It's not the same anymore. The meta is consistently changing. So it being so hard to pull so much as one copy is so corny to me. It is so corny. It gets me so angry.
Yeah, I can understand you, man. I still not have Ichigo anniversary, and this can happen with other units. Was very hard to get Aizen. I mean, the step up is not good. I hope and think that Caleb will do something, but at the same time, I do.
I don't
would
think
love-
they're gonna change it. I really
I don't think they're
don't.
gonna change
I
it,
want
but
them
would
to.
hope.
No.
I do want this format to change as well. It's just that they've kept this damn format since 3rd Anniversary. Literally, think about it. 5 years in a row by now.
Second anniversary was
six.
the second anniversary was literally the same thing, the same format. It was really
No,
It wasn't the same?
It was still 6%, and it was 7 steps. With 3rd anniversary, they decided to make it 8% and have unfeatured and
Oh,
featured
I'm-
banners.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, no, 'cause I
so yeah,
remember
but
that. It was
second
10%
anniversary was
for first-
it was 5%. I'm gonna pull it up.
No,
It was 6%.
10%.
It was 6%.
It was 10% for first anniversary, and then for second anniversary, it went to 6%, and then during third anniversary, they announced 8% by adding the additional pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean like the format of the banner, like the 7 steps.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm saying like the second anniversary was when it started, like, and it was just really bad, and no one liked it. And then 3rd anniversary, they're like, okay, cool, like 2%. Was 3rd anniversary with the 2%?
Anniversary.
I thought it was the 4th.
Oh no, it was 2. It was 2. It was an additional 2% for the additional pool, and then the rest. Yeah.
Look at this up.
I think that we can say.
Yeah,
at
okay,
least-
yeah. 3rd anniversary was the other. But at least it was
Yeah.
better than the 7 steps without that. But it's still dog water. Like, it's still crap.
Yeah.
I guess that, on summary, at least in my opinion, I can say that the anniversary was good, the 7th anniversary was good, getting a lot of things, a lot of free summons and all, but was better for the Caleb mistakes, for the choose, for the free summons, and this made it better, at least in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I feel like Caleb messing up made it better for most people, which is good. Like the,
That's
free,
why they
the
keep it-
extra
keep
free
it up.
multis, the choose a 6-star. I really thought they were gonna sweep the choose a 6-star under the rug after that Udio compensation debacle, which I'm still not letting Caleb live that down. It's been almost over 2 years now.
Dog.
Remind me, was it
Also, the
homie viewers
H-score,
that got
remember?
fucked that summoned trying
Oh,
to
it was a
get
lot of people that got
views?
fucked. It just happened to be one of my close friends that got like royally raped. Like he literally, before they removed the green Uryu from being one of the the Chronicle Quest drop bonus characters, he literally went out of his way to farm over 100,000 pouches because he wouldn't have had a bonus character.
Yeah, Jesus, my goodness.
Yep. It was bad. It was really bad. And then he found out that it wasn't even worth summoning on the banner. it was horrible. Alright, so last but not least, now we're gonna go into the round 7, and that's gonna be the Spirits Are Forever With You, the free single that we got. Was it it was a free single, right?
This one. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it was
And it actually went all the way up to Retsu and Kenpachi, despite them only showcasing, I believe, Shinji. I don't think they even
They
showed
showcased
Kisuke.
Shinji, and Kisuke and
No,
Mary
Kisuke.
and
No, it wasn't both Shinji and Kisuke. It literally showed Shinji or Kisuke, and then they showed Mayuri. So I wasn't even sure if they were gonna do the full banner of the Shinji Kisuke.
They did.
Well, I know they did after, but I'm saying like when they originally showcased, I wasn't sure if they were going to.
My bad.
Yeah, like let me pull it up because I should
The
have it
thing
in
that's
my
in me was
BBS
gas.
news.
I ended up pulling Safu Kenny, which like I know most people aren't really gonna pull Safu Kenny, but just the fact that I even got the chance and then it actually happened was so crazy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so great for
3 to 5
PvP.
Here's the image, by the way.
Mhm.
You see how we got like it was Kisuke and Mayuri, and I'm like, I don't know if Shinji's gonna show up because sometimes they'll release the banner and then they'll cut out like one of the characters from the banner to fit like some strange banner format.
I think they have done that kind of thing, to be honest, because like Shinji would still be in there, but you would not expect the latter rounds of Spirits Are Forever With You, and lo and behold, also Retsu and Kenny were in there.
I'm
Yeah,
actually just
no, I mean that they've
really
actively
like-
cut like a banner, like but they'll
yeah,
showcase
they've
like
cut a character from the banner, yeah.
yeah, like
What-
with 5th
what I do
anniversary
think is
Byakuya,
really nice,
like
though.
they showcased him, but obviously they didn't showcase 5th anniversary Ichigo, and 5th anniversary Ichigo ended up not even being on the banner.
Wait, sorry, which
One of
banner?
the-
I don't really remember. I'd have to pull it up because it was like a what do you call it?
Maybe it was like a Brave Selection banner or something like that.
No, it was a like a
Okay.
main banner. I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. Lantern Festival. Wait. Yeah, Lantern Festival. When Rukia and Rangaku came out, they put Ichigo in that banner.
Oh, because Byakuya came like a banner later.
Yeah, and he came out
Or
on like a
banner
different
before.
banner. It was a weird format because like they just like separate the banner.
Yeah, I just don't think it's really the exact same thing here with this one since
No,
it
it's
is
just
doing
the
novel characters.
no, it's literally just a what's it called? An example.
Filler situation with the yeah, it's cool. I just don't find it to be the same exact thing. That's all.
I never
That's
said it was
the
the same exact thing. I'm
Yeah.
saying it's an example because they've done stuff like that before, where they'll cut the
Right.
banner in pieces.
Yeah, the free single definitely was nice. Go on, Lano. Sorry.
I was gonna say one thing I do want to acknowledge too with Caleb, which I think is a bit of a double-edged sword, is the fact that like they've been bringing back characters way earlier than they used to do it. Like especially even limited characters that are really powerful, like the Lunar Rufio who came back, what, like 3 months after her release and was actually being regularly released on banners. So like them even putting Kisuke, which you have to remember, Safu Kisuke is like one of the top 20 strongest units, and them just giving you a chance to get him through was so cracked. Like if you would have pulled him, that would have been such a massive dub.
Oh yeah, dude. They did the same thing with the Kenpachis actually. If you really think about it, because remind me, they came out end of the month of April. They brought him back when 1,000 Year Blood War was still going around. Fun enough, and it hasn't even been 6 months.
I think it was because they were just like anniversary is usually the time where people will just like dump a ton of money for orbs.
Yeah, that's true.
So like the more money,
which is why they had. Sorry, Brad.
I was just gonna say, which is why like the more bait they can put in there and make you like summon before like another banner comes out, because like all of this came out right before the Yamamoto individual, and obviously Yamamoto is probably I can arguably say he's the best character in the game, right?
He is the best character in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, you can either
no,
say
you're not
him
really
or
too
Riri. I
crazy.
don't think it really matters.
But I'm like mainly in talking about like versus like Aizen and the Yuha. Like he was the last individual banner, and before his banner came out, they came out with so much fire. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, that is true. That is really true. Like one thing too is like they also brought back Tapjoy twice within like the same month.
They do that for anniversary. They did that last year too.
So it's just like your amount, your ability to spend. Because now you got to remember, you have the anniversary packs, you have all the $25 tickets. Which like, if you're someone like me and you just see a bunch of $25 tickets just sitting in there, you're getting some orbs and trans points, and it's like $25. And then you have Tapjoy, which you're getting like 4, 6, 7K orbs off Olay, or maybe you're getting 10,000 orbs off a game that you're playing. It is a really good time to be spending money.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that also leads to the point that those Tapjoy boosted, like the boosted Tapjoy, literally took place like 2 days after the banner had already come out. So if you didn't already pre-prep your orbs, as soon as the banner comes out, you can't just assume that they're going to boost Tapjoy. So some people will literally go out of their way and spend money and then not realize, oh, I wish I waited 3 days. I wish I waited 2 days.
Basically.
That was me.
Yep.
I spent like 150 day one just because like I did not want to wait, and then like they boosted Tapjoy after, and after that I did another 5K orbs or something like that.
Yeah, and Grant literally like picked up the Raid Shadow Legends offer like 2 weeks before the banner came out, and like had enough time to like pop it off. But like it was not Tapjoy boosted, but then again that Raid Shadow Legends Tapjoy is like actually cracked.
It's so cracked, bro. 6.6K orbs, and you spend like $120.
Oh, it was
like,
4.4, and it's $75. It's Tapjoy boosted is when it goes up to 6K. You did Tapjoy boosted? That's why.
Yeah, I did it when it, There was another one for 8K, bro. I was hunting for it so bad. I was hunting for it so bad. It was 3 sacred shards for 8K orbs. I was like, bro, I'm
Oh hell
what?
no! That's easy. I'd do
What?
that.
Oh my god.
The European countries have these types of crazy Olay Tapjoy offers, unfortunately.
It's only U.S. and that's mainly because like the United States is like a consumerist country, and Olay I think only does business with the U.S. I don't think they have Olay in like European countries either.
Yeah.
And it's also only Samsung. I was actually talking to Nagato about that earlier. It's like iOS, you have the option to turn off your advertising. Like they literally ask you, would you like to be targeted with ads? And most people are gonna click no because obviously it's like you don't want that for free. But because they have that option, iOS really sucks for Tapjoy, whereas Android don't give a shit. They'll just hit you with everything, bro. You literally sniff a burger and your phone sniffs it too, and then you start getting hit with a bunch of like Burger King ads.
Yeah,
so
it's the same. Yeah. It's the same here. On Spain, it's completely useless. I mean, I see people getting tons of orbs and okay, enjoy.
Okay, enjoy.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like it's just an America thing. But like,
I need to add some stuff. I mean, I don't know if we already spoke about, but I have some kind of conclusion of anniversary that I really wish to share.
Oh yeah, but like I want to get through. I just want to talk about the actual like Spirits Are Forever With You banner that we got because
I was about to get to actually. What do you guys?
Yeah, we
think
can have
about
closing
the banner?
arguments for anniversary right after. I'm fine with it. I thought it was a good banner. Like I think they had some doo doo, but like I'm like alright.
The only thing that annoys me is just like the player-based reaction. I feel like a lot of people like and I see this a lot across banners. If you're not Yamamoto, Uryu, or Ichigo, you're just automatically bad, and people make these units sound so much worse than they are. There were people unironically telling me that Roko was not really a good unit and she was not impressive, which to me was crazy because I'm comparing her strong attacks and her damage to most units in the game, and she's just far and away is just above pretty much all of them. So I was just like, what? And then like people are saying, oh, Cian's first strong attack is so bad. Oh, he's just not good. Forgetting that he has
first strong
I
attack
want to give out my opinion once you're done.
Which like the units, they're not top 5, but like the banner itself, the banner was good. The filler pool was actually not bad. Genuinely was not that bad. And the actual units on the banner itself were not bad. And unlike the anniversary banner, bro, at least it was a 25-step banner. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is.
But they did that
true.
they did that last year with which banner came out last year? No.
Oh wait, last year we didn't have.
Was it Party Time?
Yeah, Party Time. The year prior was Cancer on World.
Yeah, and even then those are like the 10-15 banner format. So that's kind of like normal because we're out of anniversary, but this is still, they like decided to lead with anniversary and like to finish it off, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Anyways, just giving my opinion on the actual whole banner. I think the filler was fine. Could have been a bit better in my opinion, because definitely Shinji and Benjal were good. Definitely Shinji and Kisuke, definitely great fillers, although they were already replaceable by other characters. But hey, if you didn't have the 7th anniversary characters, these characters were definitely really good to pick up, and then Halibel and Kisuke could have literally been replaced by any of the other Canfron characters.
They should have did the Beyond Bankai banner, like...
Oh yeah. I personally would have preferred like having Retsu and Kenny in there, actually.
Yeah, Shunsui, Jushiro, and Yama, like, I feel like those characters could have replaced the Camp for Your Own World doo-doo that aren't playable low-key. Like, I'm sorry, Halibel is dog water, like, Nell is dog shit. Like, it is what it is. Y'all can argue that she's good and whatnot, but she's a Soul Reaper killer, like Kenpachi, Bruno, literally, like, these people will literally suck the tip off of Nellio's toes and rip it off with her. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. Anyways, going back on topic. Now, what I think about the new characters is that they could have been better. I'll say that much, but they're not the worst characters. With Roka, I'll say this much. I immediately came off as if she were one of the worst characters, but once I got around to playing with her on a friend's account and showcasing her, I realized she wasn't as bad, but she still felt mid. Honestly, the thing is, okay, I know the homing vortex, Shunsui had it, but in Shunsui's case, the Spirits Are Forever With You version 1, it worked really nicely because you had crowd control and you had a really strong SA1, whereas with Roka, honestly, I feel like her kit could have been a bit different to the point that it would have been good. Like, I understand her playstyle is to be a very defensive one, but she's not my type of character, and I would either replace the actual 18% shave with either a lunge, shotgun blast, or anything that doesn't have to do with the 18%, or if not that, keep the 18% shave on the SA1 and give her a second strong attack that is actually different, that isn't homing vortex, because like, I don't know, the kit just doesn't work too well in my personal opinion.
I like her first and second. I felt like her third would have been better if they gave her the 1170. Like, she's a spiritual pressure boost character. Like, the first and second helps a lot.
To be honest, yeah. So like, one thing I will say, because I was watching your showcase, Deathsmasher, one thing that I will say, like, it's something that like I would advise most players to be very careful of. I do not believe in any capacity whatsoever in judging a character 1 of 5. I think judging a character 1 of 5 personally is just worthless, because the difference between having 1,000 focus and not having 1,000 focus is literally night and day. It's not even slightly close, especially when you're talking about the 80% spiritual pressure boost characters, because you got to keep in mind, when you actually build them properly, a spiritual pressure boost character at 205, when they have the 80%, has the damage and the stats of a max transcendent, and then she also has a bunch of additional damage on top of it with the weakening, the full stam 40%. Just like, she has so many things going on for her, and I feel like a lot of it just gets overcrowded by the fact that, oh, she doesn't have a 960 in the home, which to me personally, like, yeah, the burst damage is not there, but I do think it's irrelevant that, like, oh, this strong attack is no longer really that good because it doesn't have a 960. No, it's still a tracking vortex.
Yeah, I see your point, but like, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not asking for an OP character. What I'm trying to say is, it's the character is not meant to be Yamamoto level. Hell no, I'm not asking that. But like, at the very least, make the unit to be a bit better than it already is, because like, that's the one thing that was really annoyed about Roka and her playstyle.
Who's better than her realistically though, outside of Getsuka?
It's insane damage. I mean, I was
outside
using...
of her, honestly,
there's like
there's literally no one else. That's the thing.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. No. But that's my point. Is like, when you're judging a unit, right? You judge a unit on a comparative basis. You say, all right, if I'm going to take this unit and I'm going to line this unit up with the majority of the game, who is better than this unit? Bro, there's like 3 characters in the game, in the tech attribute, you can even attempt to make an argument. And maybe Aizen. Maybe Aizen
for sure. He has Disabler.
He's not an SP unit, so he's not.
Aizen Disabler? Oh, never mind, the tech guys. Okay, I got mad confused for a second. I thought I'm like,
not Aizen, 1,000-year blow.
Yeah.
Because you have Machine Nemu, you have Artbook, you have Safu Retsu, and then maybe you can make an argument for Aizen, depending on like the angle you're trying to argue it from. But realistically, she is still better than over 95% of any tech character in that category of tech. So realistically, when you're comparing all of them, she is still far and away above everyone else. So if you're above the majority, you're clearly above average. So you can't be mid if you're above average. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
because I don't want to stick too much on like rating characters too long, because like this podcast is already like an hour 30. I just want to talk about like, it's like whether you dislike the characters, like the character. I don't want to get too deep into it.
Also, let me just add one more point. Yeah, CM, that's the last character I want to talk. I think he's fine. There's nothing wrong with his kit. Like, the SA1, sure, it's not the best, but fuck it, I'll take it over the 18% shade.
I will not take that shit over the 18%. I'll take the 18% over the fucking that first strong attack that doesn't hit even a fucking ally.
That is true.
Yeah. No. And like his second strong attack is fine, but that first strong attack not being able to hit down and
it's wonky. It's wonky.
No, there's no wonky. You can't aim down a hallway and actually kill stuff. It's bad.
Yeah, you actually cannot.
At least the 18%. Like if he had the 18% with his disabler, GG, everything's dead.
Because he has all those extra modifiers plus the weakening, and the 18%, all of it's gonna hit because he also has sharpshooter. So dark break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, just
if you're running 4 Cien, like the runs are fine. But if you're like talking just like Cien alone, it is what it is. I like the character. I actually like both of them a lot. Do I think either of them are the best in their like slots? No, but I don't care for that. I care about characters being unique and actually fun to play with, and I think that they both do that.
Yeah.
Me,
And I'm
CM
fine
is
with that.
definitely fun. I cannot say the exact same thing about Roka, but that's just me.
That's opinion.
I think that both are very unique, and the trailer, the music, all made it very well. The stuff about unique characters, and I wish to add about Roka, because I was using Roka for the speed run in a floor that was technique and killer, 2 rules, technique and killer, and I was using Ichigo Works 5 out of 5, max transcendent, max SP, Roka, and Roka 1 out of 5, just 1 out of 5, and Retsu 2 out of 5. The fastest unit was fucking Roka.
That's
Why not?
Sprinter and long stride, bro. That's Sprinter and long stride.
Yeah,
It's
long stride. She has
nuts,
long
dude.
stride with 3 flash steps. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, but Ichigo Works
I'll
have the
cast the
longest
same
stride and
thing.
the extra flash is step 2, and it's 5 out of 5.
Yeah, but she got a
the
vagina,
damage-
bro.
I think it's because the SA1 locks you in, if I'm correct.
No, it's not for that, it's for the damage.
Ichigo's-
the base damage.
It's
Ichigo's
for the fucking
locks you
damage,
in,
guys.
doesn't
When the
it?
multiplicator is on, the SP up. I mean, Roka, it's making a lot of damage as a ranker. The kit is not the best, but the damage is not a joke. It's really big.
Oh yeah, no, the full stamina damage, like strong attack damage, is so stupid. Like
Yeah,
Kenpachi
it
is
really
dumb
is.
as hell. Nell deals dumb damage. I just wish Nell had a better kit. Like, if she just had a slightly better kit, I'd be completely fine with it. Like, I just don't like that first strong attack.
Yeah, which is again, I want to stray too long on it, but again,
Yeah.
I do want to just let every person know when you're judging a unit, again, judge it on a comparative basis and be realistic about it, and don't just compare them to the top 5 units in the game and be like, oh,
Yama.
they're not good.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yama is such a bad example to try to use to
Exactly.
sell anybody else.
I would literally,
far ahead of them. Yeah,
honestly, I would literally just
you
compare
compare-
them to its own attribute and nothing else. Only for skill quests. If we're talking about soul bomb wise, then yeah, sure, that's
But if
fine.
you
She can,
compare
still,
them
she
to-
can still sub 3, sub 1 too, even with her soul bomb, because she has the 80% with 40.
Same soul bomb as Saturday.
So so good. Ugh.
So fucking stupid.
I mean, for real, Roka is useful. If you compare versus outside of Yama and the best units of the game, for example, in a ranker units or in technique units, Roka, it's one of the best units in a ranker terms. It's making probably the biggest damage or making the second one because we have the Grimjo, but I mean, the kit is not the best, but the unit is very unique, and the same with Thien. Thien, it's really crazy.
Although, just my personal opinion, I still think that Grimjo kind of does a bit more. Obviously, when he has killer, without it, nah.
For sure can be better.
He does essentially just have Retsu's damage, so I can definitely see that. The only thing he doesn't have is the drain, but the damage is definitely there. Frenzy plus 2
Yeah.
with 40 Berserker. Yeah.
And he's not a
And the-
waifu, so he loses points there.
Yeah, facts, no boobies.
Ah, bro,
And the
Halibut.
other fact
Halibut. I'm about to be biased up in here. Halibut, let's go.
Yo, let's go. Yes, sir. Cyclone is
Baby.
best girl. You cannot tell me otherwise. Yoruichi's mid.
Halibut.
Lano-san!
I'm like, I ain't trying to get blacklisted right now. Like, damn. But all right. So let's bring up closing thoughts on 7th anniversary, since 7th anniversary is finally coming to a close. Tuki, I'll let you start since you brought it up a bit ago.
Yeah, I have some kind of conclusion that we not wish to forget. The banner can be better, the characters, maybe someone not like Kuryu, someone not like Roka or 1000 Years Blood War, or not like revamps. I mean, for sure not everyone will be happy about it, and maybe a lot of people get shafted. But we not need to forget that this anniversary have very good things as the OST, because we get 2 new songs, the Safwi one and the Resounding Pride, that, at least in my opinion, is a fucking blast.
Yeah, it is
Resign.
great.
So fire. Oh my god.
It's fire. Also, the trailers were so good. I mean, the 1000 Year World Warfare round 15 trailer, wow, for me was amazing. He keep the level on the trailers and keep improving. The Rocket trailer also was another blast. I mean, outside of the banners and all, they keep doing a good job. And also they made it the 1000 Year World Warfare return as a surprise. At least for me as a Bleach vs player, this was a blast. I was just one day praying, and the next day was here, and come on, 1000 Year World Warfare is here.
I completely feel you, because when I was away from home and I saw on my phone the 1000 Year Blower was coming back, I literally felt emotional. honestly, I literally felt emotional to see a remake of Yuha, so I can
Yeah,
literally feel you on that note.
He can like kind of like spoil the banner, so I was kind of sad, but like I'm like if that's actually true, I'm like it's gonna be so nutty. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like oh, they did it, didn't they? Because who did they start off with? They showed Yama first, I think.
Aizen, then Yam, and then lastly Yuha.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. When I heard Aizen's voice, I was like, damn, bro, Jamber gonna have to change her pants right now, bro. It's over. Like, say goodbye. I was like, oh my god. And then we got the Yuha at the end, and they turned down the music, let his voice just take over, and I'm like, all right, Caleb, okay. I'm so ready.
I'm so much, man. It was so good.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
The
good.
thing that made me the most excited was definitely Yuha, because like I never pulled the original Yuha to this day. I've done so many thousands of orbs, but like it just doesn't happen. But like when I heard they're coming out with a new one, and then I see his stats and his skills, and like I'm mainly a GQ guy, so when I saw all that stuff, I'm thinking GQ. I'm like, he has booster on melee captain next to Daddy Ichigo and Sakui Kenny. Ha! That's crazy. So yeah.
Hey,
We should
French Captain Higuchi.
So Death, what is your conclusion on 7th anniversary?
I think that 7th anniversary, in my opinion, has to be by far the best anniversary. They gave out a lot of free stuff, a lot of good stuff to literally come by, because the fact that we always were getting guaranteed limited characters, guaranteed seasonal characters, and the fact that they even decided to give us out a free Ichigo to get was really good. The point event, in my opinion, definitely could have been better. It should have been boosted directly from the start, and it was a disappointment, but they did come through with that marvelous compensation, and Choose a 6-star should have at least had the pool up to, I want to say, Fierce Battle Renji and Byakuya, to the point that at least some of the people that were playing from 2021 to 2022 already had a good selection of characters to pull from for when it comes to the newer units. And honestly, not much really. I think this was really good besides the banner format and everything else that I've talked about. It was definitely fantastic. I think it was literally one of the best years for Brave Souls.
Yeah, I agree. Lano?
I'm gonna have to agree a lot with Deathsmasher on this year. I'm glad that they did take a lot of steps forward this year. I'm very proud of K-Lab, less just because they're giving us free stuff, more so just the communication. Like Spike, you've known me for years, and you've known one of my biggest gripes about K-Lab has always been the lack of communication and their failure to respond to issues. So I'm just glad to see that they did a really good job of being attentive this year. I hope it's not just an anniversary thing. I really hope to see this kind of behavior going forward, because if that's the case, that'll make this game a lot more enjoyable. It'll just open the avenues for just so many more conversations for improvements in the game, and I'm just very excited to see what's going to happen. But my phone is at 2%. It's going to die, so I'm probably just going to have to make an early exit. Thank you for having me on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? But before it dies, it's been your boy Lano Lane, aka Free to Play Jay. You saw what we got into today, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, man.
Take it easy, Lano. Thanks for coming by, my dude.
Later.
You know my boy.
Alright, yeah, so I pretty much agree. I do believe that this anniversary was by far the best anniversary, just because of how much I feel free stuff that they've given. If you compare it to last year, it's literally a night and day difference. If you compare it to the year prior, it's literally night and day difference. And if you compare it to 4th anniversary, it's literally not even close. So I am glad with the progression that Caleb has actually done for the game. And even though there were some mishaps, like Death brought up when it came to the boosted point event, the screw up with the Choose a 6-star. Personally, I still think that it should have went up to Grimjaw. I feel like they should have kept the Choose a 6-star the same format that they did the 2 years prior. But it's free, so I can't really complain. I just didn't like that they literally blatantly lied and said, okay, every single premium pool character up until this point, and then they literally removed the 2 best options, despite saying they would be in it based on their description. So I think that the compensation was needed instead of just like, oh, but they gave us 2 choose a 6-star this year. I think that's bullshit. I think that they needed to, because the first one was dog shit. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna mince my words on that. I'm glad that they responded. I actually did think that they were gonna sweep it under the rug, and yeah, overall I'm happy with all the characters. I think that they're all really, really good. I still don't like that first strong attack, but I mean, it is what it is. It's unique. I'll take it. It is what it is.
Yeah, and also have the arena shadow meter in one map, but yeah, if you're using that map in the middle, it's funny.
Yeah, I definitely see its uses. I just don't particularly like it for like regular PvE content.
You're talking about the SA1.
Yeah, the cross.
That
But,
take the box on arena.
But yeah, we'll to take the boxes. That's so rude. Sorry.
If you really
that's
look
so
at it,
funny.
that SA1 is actually pretty good in Senkaimon. Funny enough.
Why is it again Senkaimon?
I was testing Thien on the speedrun, and I literally not used the first strong in the wall map.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that is not the best. It's
let
not the wall.
let me close up here because I don't want to reach 2 hours. We're getting there.
Wow.
But yeah, it's at 1 hour and 40 minutes right now. But I just want to thank you guys for joining. Aaron and Lano had to go. I invited Envy, but I guess he was busy. Panther Queen, I know that she wanted to join, but I think that she's like sick at the moment, so blessings to her. And Nichigo, I think, is in class right now, which is unfortunate. But I didn't want to wait too long to make this video because, as you see, it's a long video. But I appreciate you guys joining. Y'all want to plug your channels?
I just want to say thank you for having me here. It was definitely a really nice moment in which we got to all express ourselves, talk about you know, how the anniversary went, and just, you know, having different opinions is always nice because it always feels good to talk with other people and, you know, get things out and just talk. But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to our channels, the links will be in the description below. I do BBS content, showcases, guild quests, even streams more than likely. I need to get back into doing comparison videos again. But yeah, my channel is Deathsmasher. If you guys are interested, you guys can pretty much subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to check out the boy Tuki as well. Matter of fact,
Let Tuki
why not talk?
Yeah, let me say bye-bye to Bleach! Brave souls! Not forget that this is the Bleach year and Caleb did a good job. It's a game and we have an amazing community. Caleb can destroy the game if they wish, that we have a good community. Thank you guys. And as Lano said, keep on hope. I mean, it's not censored for all players, but keep on hope for Caleb. This is the Bleach year and they can do amazing things. They can do so bad things too, as we know, but keep on hope. Thank you, Spy, to invite. Thank you guys to share your Bleach love. It was so good time.
It's my pleasure. Well, alright, well, I will close up here. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and if you actually listened to it this far, holy shit, go touch some grass. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.